Alright, how you doing, Tasting Asian? Marco, I'm Trader here. Just wanted to do a real quick video for everyone, including my private coaching clients, because I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on to catch up. QQQ, take a look at IB rank. Alright, I've been playing this a lot lately because IB rank compared to the other indexes have been better. So check out QQQ here in Tastyworks. Compared to, here's IWM. I was playing this a lot earlier in the year, but look, IB ranks at 12. Check out the diamonds, Dow Jones. Whoops, that's Disney, my bad. 9, look at that. And here's SPY. 7, okay? So QQQ is in play. It's above 35% IVR. And here's what I want. Check it out. Go to table mode. Look, we're at 53. We're at 53 days out. Remember, we always like to sell closest to 45 days to expiration. On a normal monthly expiration on these is preferred. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Now, if you take a look at the charts, my charts, here's QQQ. I do use Thinkorswim mainly for teaching purposes because you can really visualize it a lot better. And again, if you like these charts, just go to my, well, at the bottom of this video you're watching on YouTube, you'll click click like, hit subscribe, leave a message. You can get this free Tastyworks platform by clicking on this link in the description as well. And if you want to click on this link right here, it'll take you to the website and you can chat with me there. I have a chat software, you can do that as well. Alright, so here's what I'm looking at when I look at my daily chart here in Thinkorswim. Oh, by the way, if you want a copy of these charts, do the whole thing, hit like, subscribe, send me a message, and I'll get them over to you. So I do use these if you want to use these for teaching purposes or to learn. I like these because it's great for putting things into context. I don't really use it to trade though, because I trade in Tastyworks and I don't really need a chart to trade, to be honest. I just look at this. I'm always in curve view most of the time, and I'm usually this is all I need to know right here as far as IB rank goes. Here's your liquidity, here's your last price, net change. Tastyworks is the best. The guys at Tasty Trade and the fellows, guys and girls at Tastyworks and the guys and girls at Tasty Trade are the best, hands down, bar none, no comparison. Check those guys out. I gotta give them their props because they put their time in, man, and you don't fade integrity. They got all the integrity in the world. All right, so please check out Tastyworks, free software platform. Commission schedule is unbelievable. All right, it's $1 to put on an options trade and nothing. I repeat, nothing free to take off the trade. All right, back to QQQ. Here's what I'm looking at. Here's my charts. Remember I talked about earlier, if you're a returning listener or if you're new, these are the custom charts that I use. Here's my OBV cross right here. When it goes red, it's a bearish sign, meaning to me there's more sellers than buyers. When it's green, it's the opposite, more buyers than sellers, and that tells me the market's going up. So for example, see here when it turned green, to me that's an uptrend in the signal. It was red down here, but it turned green here. See what happens? Green, green, and look what happened, uptrend. All right, now the opposite goes happen. Here's red, and this big down move here, but it never went red here till here, and then red and red. But look at what's happening. This is important. If you want to hold off making a trade because you want to trade when IB rank is higher, it's at 40. I love trading when IB rank is 50. And I'll zoom out a little bit. Well, let me finish this lot first. We went red 4 trading days ago. This is Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday we went red. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me double check that. Not really. Thursday we went red for real. Could have been Wednesday overnight right here. But sure enough, okay, and look what happened to IB rank. As QQQ is going down, IB rank is going higher, right? We're at 40.63. But here's the neat thing. Here's why I'm getting excited for this month. Is because I'll zoom out a little bit. Remember, we're almost at the perfect 45 days to expiration, right? In like 8 more days. 8 more days. So if you look, if this happens, and this is what I want to happen. Will it happen? I don't know. No one has a look. and I'll zoom out a little bit one more time. Sorry, I'm catching a cold here. So look, red, right? If this hits red, look, usually every time it hits this 50% mark, it goes red. If this goes red here, you're gonna see a nice downward trend here, and then IB rank's gonna climb, just like it did here. See, just like it did here. Now I'm using a 1-year chart. I'll pull out all the way out. In the last 12 months, you can actually count in one hand how many times IB rank and QQQ hit 50. Once, twice, 3 times. I guess if you count right here, 4 times. 6 times. 6 times. That's it. So almost like once every 2 months, it hits 50, right? Well, here's a month right here, right? Basically 1 month, and we're on the second month. It's going to hit 50 again, and it hasn't got up much higher than that. Now, if I go back, has IB rank ever hit 100? Heck yeah. Let me change this real quick. Whoops, wrong one. This is a 10-year daily chart. I'll zoom out and I'll grab this slider bar, and you'll see 100 is right here. And oh, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. Price, good. Okay, good. And I'll grab this slider bar right here, and you can see how many times it gets up to 100. Right around, yeah, see, the last time was right around here, 95, close, right? And now it's 826 again. Has it gone up there? Yeah. Now here's a neat part. I love when it gets to 100, because if it gets to 100, look how long it stays up there. I'll zoom in right here. Yeah, 102. Look how many days it took to stay at 100. 1 day. Let's count how many days it took from 100 to get to 50, which is this green line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 6 days that IB rank collapsed by half. So that's really, really exciting to me. So what I want to happen is over the next 8 days or so, I want this to downtrend. Okay, I do want it to pull back just a little bit, and it can easily pull back to my 233-day moving average right here, easy. But it already touched that 2 Bollinger Band move today on the QQQ. It's a 1% move. You can see that to over a 1% move in 1 day. All right, you'll see if this goes red tomorrow, you'll see another big move down, which is what I want. So here's what I'm looking at. I'll go to my 15-minute chart, and this is after hours. So this dark black is during the normal business hours, and after hours is this shaded gray area here. As you can see, after hours in QQQ on my 15-minute chart, they rallied at the end here. We finished around here and went up a little bit after hours, okay? Now, if I really want to look at what's happening in QQQ, I'll look at the futures, /NQ right here. Okay, so here's my /NQ, which is a NASDAQ futures, and here's my 15-minute chart. So here's what I look at. I look at if pre-market, or I'm sorry, after hours and pre-market, if it goes higher or lower than normal market hours, high or low. All right. So, for example, tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna see what's happening after hours or pre-market right here, and I want to see if it'll go below the low of yesterday, the day before, or above the high. Okay, and I'm just watching that, and to be honest, the first 15 minutes, first 15, 20 minutes of the market during the open, I'm going to look to see if it went below or above the pre-market highs or lows. So for example, here's what I was looking at this morning. You see how the market opened, this is Sunday, right? Today's Monday. The first tick is down here, which is lower than previous after hours pre-market lows, right? And then sure enough, it opened up down and kept on going. I was really, really happy. Why? Because as this drops, what happens to IB rank? It goes higher, right? The higher IB rank goes, the more you can sell your premium for, which means it's kind of like the stuff you're selling is overinflated, so people are buying it at overinflated prices from you because you're selling them, and then you can buy them back and make it's a lot easier for you to turn a profit. So a good example, this is going back to Friday. right? First tick right here in the market, shot up as high as here. It's not above pre-market highs, right? The low is down here, I guess, but it's not below the low pre-market. So we basically had an inside day. See that? It stayed inside the previous high low. Oh, whoops. I'll go scroll back more. Here's a okay. Check out. Wait, this is today. This is Thursday. I'll zoom in right here. Here's Thursday. First tick. See this first bar right here? It's below the lowest. It's below the lowest part of pre-market, and sure enough, that tells me to be a down day. It's not always the case, but I don't know. This is what I look at. Kind of lets me know what kind of day I'm going to have, what I'm going to look to do, and whatnot. And then you just go out and zoom out for context. See this nice downward trend here? It's in a downward trend. Go to my daily chart. Zoom in a little bit. Obviously, downward trend. See? This is my first hint right here, though. When this went red, this was my first hint. Okay, so I do use this as a key indicator. Why? Because when this starts to go red, this starts to go higher up, and I want this to go high because the higher this goes, okay, and this is futures. You're not going to trade this if you're new because, look, IV rank is 55. That's awesome, but you're not going to want to trade this if you're new. It's too large. I mean, take a look. It's $5,872 a share. Okay, so you're going to go QQQ. Back to here. Okay, and then this is what I use. I get a lot of questions. Mark, do you really need to know how to read this, make these charts? No. To trade, here's what I look at. Go to Tastyworks. It's free. You type in QQQ, and here's what you're going to do. I'll teach you what I start off with. My private coaching clients, you know what to do once you see IV rank go above 35. All right, so start doing that. You can start doing that now and doing your tweaks that I taught you later on this week, depending what happens in the market. All right, but if you're just starting out brand new and you're not a private coaching client, no big deal. Here's how I started back in the day. This is not how I trade now, but this is where you can get your feet wet. It's called a golden gecko. Okay, you go to strategies. Click on iron condor normal, right? Right here, you want to make the star here because that'll be your default. Now, expiration, 45 days expiration. You want to keep this monthly. You want this at 1 standard deviation. This should say 84. And this we can adjust later. I'll show you right now. Look how quick this is. As you can see, look, you can't see all my positions. See this zoom out right here? Click down once, you can see everything. Now, see this little tile that's highlighted right here? You can toggle back and forth, and it'll toggle between your strike price and your probabilities. I prefer to leave it on probabilities because I don't care what strike it is. The software will, software cares. I don't really care, but it's down here anyway. Here's what I'm looking for. You want to sell the 1 standard deviation out of the money put and the 1 standard deviation out of the money call. How can you tell? See these white vertical lines right here? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can adjust my color for you right here. Okay. Maybe the color's a little better. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a lot better. All right, see these vertical dashed lines right here? Look, 1 standard. Let me clear this. I'll do it again. See? And I'll zoom in. For you people who are new, 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviation. Here's where the current stock is trading. Here's 1 standard deviation below the current stock price. Here's 1 standard deviation above the current stock price. You're going to go to strategies. You're going to go here. Tastyworks is the best. It'll remember. Click go. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You want to sell the put 1 standard deviation below the current price. You want to sell the call 1 standard deviation above the current price. And you'll see that right here because these vertical lines. Now you're also going to buy, okay, a put 2 standard deviations below the current price, which is right here. And you're going to buy a call 2 standard deviations above. What line is that? It's the second furthest out vertical dashed line. And you want to remember these numbers, 84 and 2. You want the bottom to be as close to 84% as possible, and you want the top closest to 2% as possible. And that's how you kind of know when you're right on that 2 standard deviation mark, 84 and 2. There you go. What this means is you have a 73% probability of making profit. You can sell this whole thing for 84 bucks. Click on this. you have a probability of making 50% of your max profit of almost 90%, 89%. What does that mean? You have an 89% chance of putting on this trade and selling it for 84 bucks and buying it back for $42. All right. So if you sell something for $84, but you pay only $42 for it, you see what I mean? You made 50% of your max profit. What's the most you can make? The most you can make is $84. The most you can ever make for anything is how much you sell it for. You can't make more than what you sold something for. If you agree upon the sales price, that's the agreed upon sold price. What you can control is what you buy it back for. And in this case, you have almost it's after hours as I'm recording this, so you'll see this is probably a 90% chance of buying it back for 50%. And you watch as this number goes higher. That's what I'm watching for tomorrow. I'm going to watch this in the morning, and I'm going to be going on this my 15-minute chart right here, and I'm going to be looking to see if this goes further. Because if this goes further down, which is what I want, IV rank is going to go higher, which is what I want. And as this IV rank goes higher, when I put on the same trade, I'll be able to collect more money than this for the exact same trade. Or I should say the exact same percentages out of the money or standard deviations out of the money that I'm selling. Alright, sorry this ran long. But I wanted to, I get busy. I do these videos for free. And I just wanted to make sure that when I do post them, that there is some great benefit and not just fluff. My private coaching clients, hit me up. You guys know how to get in touch with me, but if you need a refresher, let me know. It is unlimited coaching, so if you need a refresher, let me know and we'll arrange a time for you. For you new people, if you want more information, check out the description of this YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, hit like if you like it. I appreciate the love, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a great night.